Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is today's tarot for all signs for Saturday, the 9th of March 2024. I hope you're doing well. I have a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. In there, I give one question readings, amongst other things. If you want to book in for one of those one question readings, you can on my website, BeHealing.com. Find a link for that in the description box below, and also one up there too. I do all the pre-book readings right at the start of the next live show, then send you the link to the replay. You don't need to be able to make it live, or you can come live. You can book while I'm live too. I also offer private readings from my website, BeHealing.com. Find a link for that in the description box below, and also one up there too. I get those out within 48 hours if you're ordering them. Now, there's 2 ways in which to win one of those private readings with me every single month. First way is by being a subscriber to my channel, clicking like on this video, then leaving a comment. That'll get you 1 entry in. Do that as many times as you like on all my videos, including my shorts. It'll get you many entries in. Second way is by checking out my picker card reads. If you purchase the deeper dives to my picker card reads, that'll get you entries in. And as many as you get is as many entries that you'll get in the drawer. Anyway, what's in the energies for everybody today? Let's have a look. We've got transcendent, getting over something. Build a bridge and get over it. Getting over something, some kind of process within ourselves. Reframing is what I find most useful for that. So when we think about something in a different way, can you think about something in a different way? Let me tell you just a little bit of story about that. It's very rare that I get into a bad mood at all. It's very rare that something will rattle me. And I was rattled yesterday when I'm filming this, because it was just gym stuff, right? It was just gym stuff. It turned out that it was never going to be good training for me with the days that I go because of my work schedule, because of the way that they kind of scheduled it. And it was going to be not for a month, and it just tipped me over the edge. It was like a source of great joy in my life is not possible for me when they've got this schedule like that. And so it annoyed me so much that I started, things started going wrong for me. So I smashed something, and then I hurt my leg on my bicycle, and stuff like that doesn't usually happen to me because I don't usually get that rattled. But what it did was it got me to actually talk to the owner of the gym about it. It made me feel so bad that I actually did something about it. Instead of just taking it myself, instead of just like taking that impact, I did something about it. Now, it struck me because I felt so much better after talking to the gym owner about it. So, and I said, like, I'm sure you don't realize this is happening, but the schedule as it is at the moment, chopping and changing, means it's never been a good workout day for me on the days that I can come, and it'll be for a month that it's not been like that. So it'd be nice, like, I don't expect you to schedule it all around me, but it would be nice if it was more consistent. Anyway, so I told him, and I felt much better after that. And then it struck me, this is the reframe, it struck me, perhaps that needed to happen. Perhaps it needed to get so bad that I wasn't just soaking it up, that I actually talked to the right person that could do something about it, for it to actually be resolved, right? Anyway, so then I felt much better after I talked to him about it, and with that reframe as well. And he just messaged me this morning saying, from now on your days, it will always be the good training things. We'll change the schedule so it's the same every week. I wasn't expecting it to be worked around me, and it ended up being worked around me. So now I am really happy about that. But it's not so much about, so I'm back to Fully Lucky Claire again. It's not so much about that. It's about the process of reframing. It felt like everything was going wrong because I'd hit this, like, I am so annoyed at this, and like, it's out of flow. Why is this not flowing? And it was like reframing it. Like, sometimes things need to be bad enough for us actually to create the change that we want. Instead, I was just putting up with it and thinking, like, it will come around, it will get better for me. And it wasn't getting better for me. So I actually needed to listen to my guidance system, my emotional guidance system, and do something about it. And the best of all possibilities. So transcendence, it could be about that, about a reframe in your mind, getting over something. We've got adventure here as well. You could be having a new adventure. So a new adventure, instead of it causing anxiety and stress for you, as new things often can, you might be reframing that in your mind, so it's exciting instead of anxiety provoking. You know, it could be something like that, a reframe. Meditate, calm yourself down, breath work, anything that gets you into a chill state of being and gets your brain into that alpha and that theta state is a good thing to do today. so you can get over something. Two of Wands, because we're at a crossroads at the moment. New things, new choices, that kind of thing. Weighing up your options. Two of Pentacles. Obvious change going on today with those twos coming out. So you're obviously in a decision-making process. You're going to do something new. Oh, I don't know. That makes me anxious. Well, I'll reframe it in my mind. What if it's really exciting instead? What if I'm ready for this? Seven of Swords. We've got the BS card. So there's a... Could be lying to yourself. Someone else could be lying to you. We'll find out when I get the other cards out. Could be about, like, don't lie to yourself, face up to something. What else have we got in the energies, please? Got the Nine of Wands. Coming to the end of a healing journey. It's that last hurrah before the change or the positive results come in. So Two of Wands, we're at a crossroads at the moment. Time for a new decision. It's got this decision energy. Muse of Materials, someone with stability. That's not your energy, that's someone else's energy. So someone with stability, this could be a boss, it could be a lover, it could be someone with a very stable position, perhaps inviting you to something. Six of Emotions, past energy, awakening. So it's bringing up something within you from the past that's making you nervous, but this is a very stable energy that's inviting you. So this could be someone, say, giving you a job offer. This person, very stable, giving you a job offer, and you're like, oh, I'm not sure I want to change this up. What if it's, what if I lose my job like I did last time, a similar one. Yeah, it feels to me like this is the transcendence. This is the needing to reframe it, perhaps. Look at your energy back then. If that's true for you, if it's bringing up something from the past, look at your energy back then. You're a different person now. You've healed, you've grown, you're a different person right now. You're not going to manifest the same kind of things again, right? Things don't go wrong once we sort ourselves out. That's the thing. I'm not saying we never get challenges, but as I experienced yesterday, bringing my bike home on my bicycle, I was just pushing it back up the hill, and the pedal hit my leg and it hurt. Like, I don't have little things go wrong like that. I bought a new razor as I was bringing it in the house. I can laugh now. I wasn't laughing at the time. I dropped it and it broke in all of its various pieces. You know, when the plastic razors and they're just kind of pressed together, and it broke into all of its pieces. Didn't manage to put it back together, but just little annoying things like that happen when we are in like a lower vibration, and they don't happen when we're in a higher vibration. We attract much better circumstances to us. If you allow something to take you down, then those little niggling things show up to show you that you're out of alignment. There's a reframe needed. So retreat your energy from the annoying stuff. Unlimited possibilities. Like, you've got the world is your oyster. Like, you've got really good stuff coming. So assess correctly where you're at right now in your energy, and I do feel like you've got better things coming now than you did in the past. So don't be afraid of the same thing happening again, because you're not the same vibration as you were before, right? So Two of Pentacles, weigh up your options. A decision needs to be made, obviously. Not that, these. Decide for the long-term. Justice. This is good for you. The Justice card is the karma card. It's like the good energy. Good energy begets good energy back, right? So something for your long-term. Queen of Emotions. Receive it. Receive it. Like, this is it. This is something good for your long-term. It's right for you, says the Justice card, and receive it. No, you seem to have two options in front of you today. If you're resonating with this reading, one of them is a fear-based option. The other is what you truly want. And there's going to be fear around that, right? Pulling you. And know that don't take the fear option today. What's behind that is growth. Because you've grown, you see? Your energy is different now. It's as clear as day, this reading. And that's a really good reframe to have. It's like, hang on, I'm scared that the same thing will happen again, but I am not that person that I used to be. You know, it's like in romantic relationships, and perhaps this is about that. like old me, I got into a relationship with a narcissist. I wouldn't do that again, right? I reckon I've done that work. I've recovered from it. I've done that work. I can recognize it again. I'm no longer enamored by the love bombing kind of thing, or the, that big ego, like peacock shaking the tail feathers thing. I'm no longer enamored by that. I've got more persistence, more patience in seeing what people are truly like and going deeper. It's almost like being more suspicious of like who really are you, and give it time, So Seven of Swords, yeah. So the me now is not the same as the me that got into a relationship with a narcissist in the past. I'm healed now. Well, not completely. We're always a work in progress, right? But considerably more empowered. Yeah, considerably stronger. So that's what it is. It's like the BS card is out because you're stronger than you think. You're not your past self that would have done things differently and that did do things differently. You got new energy now. So there's a need to recognize the energy of where we're at now. And that's the truth. You're stronger now. You're stronger. Perhaps you are better at having boundaries, better at empowering yourself, better at speaking out, better at not just, soaking up negative energies and you taking the hit of grenades that other people are throwing, because when other people have got bad energy, and they're manifesting negative things, sometimes we can have hearts of gold and it works against us, and we're catching their grenades that they're flinging. So the grenades they're flinging should be blowing up their lives and them getting the results of that, so that they can change that, and react to that and do things differently in their life. But instead, us with our hearts of gold, we catch their grenades, it explodes in us, we take that hit, and they don't learn a thing. And neither do we until we stop doing that. So that could have been what was going on with you. But Nine of Wands says, almost healed now, at the end of a healing journey. Now you're attracting different, says the Queen of Inspiration, and you're doing different, right? Not just attracting different, but when you get similar circumstances, you'll do differently now. You've learned. So, because the Queen of Inspiration, the Queen of Wands there, she's the law of attraction person, yes, but she's also the one that takes action, right? And so you're taking different actions. It's all good now. I mean, it's not all going to be good, right? Because every choice that you make, you're at a crossroads now. Every choice that you make is going to have a mixture of gift and challenge, but hopefully our challenges get less and less and more known and more easily dealt with. And our gifts get greater and greater and bring greater and greater joy. Hopefully. It does. I mean, it just happens. It's the way it is. That's the way the universe works. We work on ourselves, it gets better and better. So we get to a point like I am now where it's just like joyful, 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 joyful. Yeah, not perfect, but joyful, joyful. And then something happens like yesterday and I'm like, what? What is this? Things don't go wrong for me. I'm fully Lucky Claire. But I see the reasoning behind it now. I see why I had to fully experience that negative emotion properly, instead of dismissing it and going, oh no, I'll just brush that off and take the hit of it, take the hit of the grenades that they were thrown with the dodgy schedule, and actually do something about it. So sometimes when we have negative stuff happen like that, we've really got to tune into the negative feeling and not dismiss it so much. Sometimes we get so good at dismissing those negative feelings because we don't want to feel that. And we do the inner work instead of actually taking the guidance and making change in our lives, right? What about our love lives today? We've got playfulness, so you could be having a playful time with someone here. Laughter is the best therapy, apparently. Good times. Somebody. Be humble. Not so much bragging. Be humble. Especially if you're really happy, just be careful. If you're in a new relationship and you're really happy, if you've got friends that are perhaps single and aren't happy, or are in relationships and aren't happy, and just be careful about how much exuberance that you tell them about your new relationship. It might trigger. Not that other people's triggers are our responsibility, but I don't know about you, but I care. I care about my friends, and when they're having a hard time, I've got compassion for them, and I don't want to like shove my happiness in their face. I don't do that. I don't brag. I like to inspire, right? Without it getting to the braggy kind of thing. It's a fine line, I think, to get that right and to be in integrity with ourselves. So do that. We've got forgiveness and mystery. Who are you forgiving? I don't know. Who do you need to forgive? I don't know. Just forgive everyone. Especially if it's bringing up something from the past. Perhaps there's more forgiveness to do around that. Forgiveness for ourselves as well. Because if you're realizing today that you have grown and you've leveled up and you wouldn't do that kind of thing again and you wouldn't accept that kind of thing again, and this time you'd speak out and you'd have boundaries or whatever it is. You'd do things differently. Perhaps just revisit that past thing and go, okay, well, it wasn't all then, was it? It was that I wasn't strong enough yet. And I manifested that circumstance, that relationship, that whatever happened in order to get strong. So taking responsibility for part of it might give you an extra level of forgiveness to let that go even more. To let that go to the point where it would never come up again and you'd never get like scared again that it's going to happen again. And I think that can only really happen when we get into something new and the bad thing doesn't happen again. When we can trust ourselves to do whatever it is that we've learned. Ooh. Okay, we've got openness and lust here as well, and so you could be opening up to that. It feels like it's a good romantic kind of day today. Yeah, it does. It feels good in the romance department today. Sexy times. What else is in the energy today? For some of you, it might just be opening up to that in a new relationship as well. Taking it to that level. Why does that keep on coming out? We've got gavel out. It came out yesterday too. It's involvement with the law. Doesn't necessarily mean the police, but be careful. Don't break the law. It could be that way. It doesn't have to be. It could be things like lawyers, you know, signing documents, signing contracts, stuff like that. We've got a club. Someone will try and make you do something against your will. So reading those contracts, if someone's trying to slip in something that you wouldn't actually sign up to, if you're known about it, a rat, yeah, be very careful today. Someone working against you and behind your back. So someone could be trying to hide something from you today and get you to sign something. It could be a dark man, by the way. Very pointed, this. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with all of this. So think of a yes or no answer question, because I've got a red and a green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out very shortly for our answer. But this is just a bit of fun because it's a general reading, not a personal reading. If you want me to pull crystals out of my bag for a specific question that you've got, and cards out of my decks, of course, you can book yourself in either for a one question reading. I'll pop a link for that in the description box below, and also one up there too. Or a private reading, a full private reading. I will pop a link for that in the description box below and up there too. Book yourselves in. How best to deal with these energies today? Six of Swords is all about movement. It's about getting ourselves from where we are at the moment to where we want to be. It's about the universe helping us out with that as well. You get a helping hand to bring something from the ethers down, anchor it down into the material world. We've got change happening, and it's very positive change today, but you do need to choose it. And in order to choose it, you need to reframe something in your mind, especially about the past and what you've been through before, and now who you are today. So think of a yes or no answer question now and pause the video if you're not ready for your answer. For your answer is no, don't do it, apparently. There you go. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. I do one of these today's tarot every single day of the year. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show. Come along sometime. We'd love to connect with your energy and perhaps read for you. And I make 3 Love Picker card reads a week as well. You can find one of those right there, right now, and watch that next if you want. Well, have the best day ever, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.